लेकिन इसके बाद नहीं दिख पाएगी ऐसा कुछ ये एक क्वेश्चन
पूछो।
ओके सेलेक्ट करके फिर जो भी होगा पॉइंट देखिए ओके आगे सब लोग थोड़ा सा टाइम प्रोसेस कीजिए मेंटेन करने का मोस्टली द लंच पार्ट ओके जस्ट माय रिक्वेस्ट टू यू ऑल द अदर घंटा है तो try to finish and come in half an hour 35 minutes क्योंकि फिर मैं स्टार्ट कर दूंगा तो फिर आपका मिस हो जाएगा मैं नहीं चाहता हूँ ऐसा मैं चाहता हूँ कि देखो देरी में क्लास में तुम सब we could close the door or something. I'm not going to do anything, but I just want that. आप लोग खुद ही समझ सकते हो. Clear? You're paying lakhs of rupees, right? Coming to take something from here. Yes or no? Try to take the best out of that. Yes. Okay. I hope you all have drawn this diagram, friends. Yes. Now, इसके बाद हम लोग एक और डायग्राम बनाएंगे. इसके बाद हम लोग एक और डायग्राम बनाएंगे, ठीक है? इसको थोड़ा सा मैं उधर करना चाह रहा हूँ. थोड़ा उधर रखो, थोड़ा थोड़ा उधर. नहीं इधर भी बना है. मैं जिस पूरा बनाता हूँ ना उसमें हो जाता है पूरा का पूरा. आप इधर से शिफ्ट कर सकते हैं, इधर भी शिफ्ट कर सकते हैं, लेकिन हो सकता है डिफरेंट बोर्ड का प्रॉब्लम है. बट कुछ फंक्शन होना चाहिए ऐसा. ठीक है छोड़ दीजिए सर. क्या नहीं छोटा छोटा ही दीजिए सर, मुझे चाहिए जरा. हाँ बस. इसके कौन से अच्छा इसके साइज है ना. Let's start off, friends. I hope you have drawn this diagram, right? Okay. Now we will also draw one more diagram. We'll also draw one more diagram, and that will be of animal cell. This is a plant cell. Okay. Now we'll draw an animal cell. An animal cell. Which block? GOLGI. PODI. Volgi bodies. Done. Can you see the differences between the two diagrams? Are there? Yes, differences are there. Yes, no. If I talk about major difference, those who have done, I'm talking to them. Those who have not done, please join very fastly. Okay. So those who have done, please tell me. One is the plant cell, the left hand side. The other one, the right hand side, we have an animal cell, right? Now, in these two cells, what major difference can you visualize? Cell wall. Okay. First one is this one, this outer layer, right? Okay. And any other difference? Vacuole. Okay. So a vacuole is a small. Okay. So where vacuole is a small? Animals or plants? Animals. Okay. This one is also clear. Okay. So which one is there is a star mark over here. I'll draw. Okay. And there is also and any other difference? Golgi bodies. So what difference can you see in the Golgi bodies? So here it can be. I've drawn like that. Okay, you can put it like this if you wish. No problem. Not much difference. Function is almost the same. Packaging function. Plastids. Okay. So plastids are what? They are present where? Plant cell. And in animal cell it is absent. Excellent. Where is plastids? It is absent here and yeah, here. So here is the third difference. Okay. Any other difference? Rough, yeah. So here also you can get no problem. Here is a smooth ER. If ribosomes are found on the walls of ER, it becomes rough. It can be. Okay. Apart from that, any other? Centrioles. So where is centriole present? In animal cell. And here it is. So these are the four important differences between a plant cell and animal cell. Understood this part? I hope all of you have drawn the diagram so far. Yes, no? So do one thing. Now you will change the page. Okay. And then, can I change the slide? Everyone has done? Okay. So what you do is, write one side right. Plant cell and write like this animal cell. Here you write cell wall is present. Here you write cell wall is absent. This part is clear. Now the second diagram, the second difference will be the vacuoles are large and prominent over here. Vacuoles are large and prominent. Prominent, you understand? Large and prominent. Whereas here vacuoles are here you can write one thing. Vacuoles, friends, in the animal cell, it can be present also, it can be absent also. Understood this part? Suppose that if it is present, its size is very small. Is this part clear? So they will give you in a statement. Vacuoles are always absent in the animal cell. Statement right or wrong? False. Try to catch these words. These are catchy words. Only, always, never. It's like universal statement they are saying. No. Yes or no? Plant cells always. They always have large. Animal cells. They always have a small vacuoles. Oh, it can be present. It cannot be present. Understood? So these try to catch it because UPSC, no. UPSC, they have a habit of making some catchy words. Universal words, they throw in their questions. Clear? So try to catch this. All, never. So all these words are catchy words. Clear? So these are universal. Until and unless you are confirmed, you don't go with the option. Is this part clear? Yes, sir. Okay. So always remember these two words. Always or all or never. Okay. So right over here, vacuoles may be present or absent in the animal cell. Vacuoles may be present or absent in the animal cell. Written? After this full stop, then write. Vacuoles may be present or absent in the animal cell. After this, next point, under this only. If present, size are small. This part is clear. Third point, if I talk about difference between the third point, centrioles, you can write here. Centrioles are absent in the plant cell. Here you write. These are present in the animal cell. We'll see all the functions one by one. First, you write the differences. Present in animal cells. Then the next point will be plastics are present in animal cells, plant cells. But they are absent in the animal cells. Write down. So predominantly when we discuss about the difference between a plant and an animal cell, so these are the four important differences between a plant and a animal cell of a, or you can say under a category called as the eukaryotic cells. Is this part clear? Understood? Under the eukaryotic cells, we have two broader distinctions. The one is the plant cell and the other one is the animal cell. So we have seen the differences. So cell one, if I see cell one is present here, cell one is absent here. Clear? Second one is, here is, we have seen the plastics are present here, plastics are absent. Understood? Third is this centrioles are present here, it is absent. Understood? And the fourth one is, you can see the bulge of vacuole so large, so big that it is putting pressure on nucleus. It is located at one corner of the cell only. Yes or no? Whereas here in the animal cell, the nucleus is centrally located. Is this part clear with everyone? Yes or no? Okay. So these are some four important differences between a plant and an animal cell. Understood? Now we'll see one by one all the functions of all these cell organelles. Okay. So now after this, we make a heading: different cell organelles and their function. Different cell organelles and their function. Right. First one. Different cell organelles and their function. Semicolon dash. Semicolon dash. Then after this, write first one. Right. Protoplasm. Can you see the protoplasm there, friends? Yes or no? Yes. Protoplasm. Have you seen that protoplasm? If you have seen the cell, then what I have drawn? I have drawn one cell over here, right? In the cell, what I have drawn is, you just see your notebook. I have drawn one nucleus. Yes or no? Yes. Now, in the inside nucleus, this is centrally located some thread-like structures. Yes. Apart from this, I have also made some yellow dotted some appearances over here. Yes, no? Yes. So this. Yes, no? Clear? Both same for the plant and the animal cell. Is this part clear? Now, if I talk about this cell is there, animal cell is here. You can see here this water-like, or you can say the jelly-like structure. We call this as cytoplasm. Understood? And this again, the jelly-like structure inside the nuclear. This is a nuclear membrane. Clear? Nuclear membrane. Understood? This is called as nucleoplasm. Understood? So nucleoplasm. Crystal clear, everyone? So nucleoplasm and cytoplasm. This together is called as nucleoplasm plus cytoplasm together is called as protoplasm. Concept clear? This part is clear? Yes or no? Okay. Now this protoplasm was discovered by Purkinje. Okay, J.E. Purkinje. Write it down. The protoplasm discoverer name was J.E. Purkinje. And protoplasm is also known as the physical basis of life. Please underline this with the red pen. Basic unit of life is cell. Okay, but the physical basis of life, if they ask, so the physical basis of life is protoplasm. Understood? No, not understood. The physical basis of life. The physical basis of life is what? The protoplasm, this fluid. Clear? Is this part clear with everyone, friends? Okay. The physical basis of life, if they ask the question, answer should be protoplasm. Everyone, this part is clear. At the back, clear. This side. This side. But if they ask you the functional unit of life, cell. The basic unit of life, cell. The physical basis of life, This is clear. Now, if I ask about the protoplasm, its composition. So, if I talk about the composition, you can see that these are jelly-like substances. Clear? These are the jelly-like substances, and you can see that all these are the cell organelles. All these are suspended like choco chips on that. Understood? So you have a choco lava cake, and on that you have put some choco chips. This is clear, everyone? Now, if I talk about this composition of the protoplasm, if I talk about that, so around 70 to 80% of its composition is of water. Try to write these things in your notebook firstly. The composition, right? It has 80%, 70 to 80% has water. After this, you write it has various lipid and proteins, and also in lipids and proteins in a small amount, and also the dissolved organic salts, and also they have dissolved organic salts. This part is clear. These have all dissolved organic salts. So if they ask you the maximum composition is what? The protoplasm, the maximum composition is what? Water. Answer should be water. Is that clear? Then after water, what it is? Lipid and proteins. Clear? And after that, what we have? The salts. Is this part clear? If they ask you to arrange in ascending or descending order, can you do that? Okay. So the largest component we have is water, and then we have what? Lipid and protein. That is why I feel like if we don't drink thirsty for long duration, we don't feel. We start getting weak. Clear? Similarly, if I talk about the plants, and also you don't put water in the plants. After entire day, you see the position of the plants. It gets flaccid, something like that. It shrinks. Yes or no? Why it shrinks? Because already it has lost huge amount of water in the form of transpiration that it has absorbed. Now the water scarcity is there. Is this part clear? Now, if I talk about the water scarcity at the grassroots level, the unit is what? Clear? Now, inside the cell, obviously, the water will be. And as a result of it, if there is a huge loss of water in the cell, so what will happen? The cell will shrink. Yes, no? Is this part clear? And when I talk about the protoplasm, so protoplasm, the maximum composition is of what? Water. So clear? That is why we say that the entire body weight and all, we say around our body has 70 to 80% of water. The rest is the fats and proteins and other things. Understood? Because at the thing starts at the graph. Right? In the protoplasm, you have written, no? The nucleoplasm plus cytoplasm is called as protoplasm written, no? Okay. Then write cytoplasm. You can write it is a jelly-like substance. Jelly-like substance. Jelly-like substance present in both the cell. Where the other cell organelles, where the other cell organelles, Keeps afloat. Keeps afloat. Keeps afloat, you understand? Keeps afloat. AFLOAT. Understood? Keeps afloat means it is floating. Is this part clear? Keeps afloat. Full stop. After this, you can write. It has again. It has 80% of. It has 80% of. It has 80% of, in the composition. You can write. It has 80% of water. It has 80% of water in it, followed by lipid and protein, and followed by lipid and proteins and dissolved organic salts. Full stop. Dissolved organic salts. After this, you can write one more point. You can write the liquid component. After this, you write the star mark, red pen, important. The liquid component of the cytoplasm is known as cytosol. Put it there in your notebook. TYTOSOL. Underline with the red pen. Important. The liquid component of the cytoplasm is known as cytosol. Remember this, okay? As a one-liner, it can be asked, or as a statement also. Clear? So if they ask you in the cytoplasm, mostly what do you have? Water. Clear? And again we have the lipids and proteins, and also we have the organic salts and all. This is not clear. But if they ask you particularly, the liquid component is known by any particular name, you can say yes. What it is? Cytosol. Clear this part? Now write this this third one. Okay. Protoplasm, cytoplasm we have done. Now write the third one. Cell wall. Cell wall. Under the cell wall, you can write these are freely permeable layer. These are freely permeable layers around the cell wall. These are the freely permeable layer around the plant cell. Around the plant cell, fungi. Around the plant cell, comma, fungi and the bacteria. So if they ask you, little bit, am I going fast?
Yes.
Okay. What I was saying?
There are free permeable.
Yeah. Yeah. These cell walls are the freely permeable layer around the plant cell, fungi and bacteria. Is this part clear? So if they ask you about the cell wall, so cell wall is what? Cell wall is what? Is a freely permeable outer layer membrane, which is found in plant cell, in fungi, in. So if they ask you, cell wall is only found in plant cell and fungi. Statement right or wrong? Wrong. Why? Because it is also found in bacteria also. Huh. Yeah. Freely permeable means I open this door. Anyone can go out or can come in. Anyone can go and come out anytime. No restriction. Getting my point? Freely permeable. Go out. Clear? But if I say okay, but if I say yeah, there is no restriction. Understood? So this is about the cell wall. But if I talk about the cell membrane, in there what you will see, selectively permeable. Getting my point? Selectively permeable means 10 minutes late, no entry. 10 minutes before, entry. Clear? This part is clear. Oh, this one, students with the red shirt, allowed. Green shirt, not allowed. White shirt, allowed. Black shirt, not allowed. Something like that. Clear? So means if there is a restriction that is being imposed by the layer, then it is called as permeability. Understood? Permeability means allowing something or not. Understood? The answer is clear? Yes? Okay. Now, after this, friends, you can write this the cell wall made up of, right? The cell wall are made up of cellulose. Which is a type of a carbohydrate. Please write it down in your notebook very firstly. Important. It is made up of cellulose, which is a type of a carbohydrate. They will ask you, the cell wall is made up of carbohydrate, fat, protein, all of them. Answer should be carbohydrates. This part is clear? After this, you write cell wall done. No. Then write cell membrane. Cell membrane, right? Oh, wait 1 second. One more thing. Function. Function, have you written? Right. Function. Function of cell wall, obviously. Cell wall, right? Function of the cell wall. Under this, you please write. It provides mechanical support. It provides mechanical support and rigidity. Better? It provides mechanical support and rigidity to the cells. Is this part clear? Now, it provides mechanical support and rigidity to the cells. Is this part clear? Now you can see the plants are mobile or immobile? Immobile. So where they are stationed? One place. Is this part clear? So for one place, if they have to stand up or they have to stick to this point, so they want more rigidity. Is this part clear with everyone? And hence we have cell wall present in the plant cell, whereas in the animal cell we don't have. Clear? Now after this you write second point, cell membrane. Not second, it will be I think fourth one. No, fourth one. Right, cell membrane. Third is cell wall. Cell membrane. Right, cell membrane are also called as plasma membranes. Plasma membranes. These are, next point, these are selectively permeable in nature. These are selectively permeable in nature. Full stop. After this, you can write in the bracket. You can write selectively permeable in nature. In the bracket, you can write it means they regulate the entry and exit of the particles. Means semi-permeable means in the bracket you can write it regulates the entry and the exit of the particles in and out of the cell. In and out of the cell. Full stop. After this, you can write the cell membrane is crucial in regulating in regulating the diffusion of gases in and out of the cell. Clear? Oxygen entering, carbon dioxide going out. Oxygen entering, carbon dioxide going out. Clear this part? And this intake and exit of the oxygen and carbon dioxide, this process is basically the diffusion process. Is this part clear? So they ask you in the exam, which particular cell organelle is responsible for controlling the diffusion of gases? Answer should be cell membrane. Understood? This part is clear. Third point, please write. The cell membrane is made up of lipid and proteins. The cell membrane is made up of lipid and proteins and are flexible. And are flexible. Written. So the composition of cell membrane is what? Is made up of lipid and proteins. Now see, if I talk about lipid and proteins, so always remember lipid can be attributed to fats also. Clear this part? Is this part clear? Lipid is a broader terminology that we use. Is this part clear with everyone? Yes or no? Under lipid we have different types of fats. Is this part clear? Getting my point? So we can say that the composition of the cell membrane, it is made up of what? It is made up of lipid and proteins. Is that clear? Now write the third one. No, third one, no. Whatever that is, I think fifth one. Right, nucleus. Under this you write, this is regarded as the master. This is regarded as the master cell organelle. This is regarded as the master cell organelle. Written, master cell organelles. Full stop. It is important. It is important as it regulates all the metabolic functions. As it regulates all the metabolic functions of the cell. Full stop. Written. After this, you change the paragraph there. And friends, please try to write this thing in point-wise format. Like whatever point I say, no. So just do like this, okay? And like an arrow, and then write. Then next point, like this. Then next point, like this. Is this part clear? Understood? It will help you in your quick revision process before the exams. Okay, if you write in a essay format, line by line, now it will be tough for you to identify which word you are searching for at the last minute preparation. Ready my point? So try to put it in bullet terms or bullet points. All right. Next point about nucleus. You write it has the genetic material. It has the genetic material present in a place called nucleolus. Called nucleolus. 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 Student, place called nucleolus inside the nuclear membrane. Clear? Inside the nuclear membrane. Full stop. After this, you please write. These genetic materials right? Are thread-like structure. These genetic materials are in thread-like structure called as chromatin threads. Clear? This part clear? This thread-like structure, what it is, you can see. Yes or no? You've written no somewhere the linear thread-like structure. Yes or no? So this is the thread-like structure. Okay. Now this thread-like structure is known as what? Chromatin threads. Understood? I'm taking you to DNA. I'm taking you to gene one by one only. Understanding the point? Now these chromatin threads, these basically, friends, you know what happens during the cell division? No, these chromatin threads becomes thickened, thickened, thickened. You understand? It becomes thickened. It swells up. Clear? And that swollen chromatin thread, it is known by which name? It is known by chromosomes. Is this part clear with everyone? Have you heard about chromosomes?
Yes.
We say we have 23 pair of chromosomes in us. Yes or no? Same. This part is clear? So, yeah. Yeah. During the cell division, this chromatin thread becomes thickened. Thickened, and then they are called as chromosomes. Is this part clear with everyone?
Yes.
Okay. And these chromosomes contains DNA. It contains. Is that clear? Yes or no?
Yes.
So you can write it down here. You can write the these genetic materials are present in the nucleolus. Have you written that? These are the thread-like structure. Written everyone?
Yes.
Called as chromatin threads. Written everyone? Now after this chromatin thread, have you written? The chromatin thread becomes thickened. The chromatin thread becomes thickened. Thickend. Thickened. Clear? मोटा हो जाता है. Thickened during cell division. During cell division, to be called as chromosomes. To be called as chromosomes. Written everyone?
Yes.
In the bracket, please write. The bracket, please write. It's a researcher who was involved in this research. His name was Walder. Write it down in the bracket. Walder discovered this. Walder. Write it down. W-A-L. Walder. Walder discovered this thickening phenomena. This thickening phenomena of chromatin threads. Written everyone?
Yes.
After this, you change the paragraph and then write next point. In humans, we have 23 pairs of chromosomes. In humans, we have 23 pairs of chromosomes. In humans, we have 23 pairs of chromosomes. Written? In humans, we have 23 pairs of chromosomes. Clear? And in that, you can make like this. Right? 22 pairs are autosomes. 22 pairs are called as autosomes. Autosomes, AUTOSOME. Autosomes. Autosomes, 22 pairs is called as autosomes. Written? And one pair is called as sex chromosome. And one pair is called as sex chromosomes. Written everyone? Now after this you can write that. Understood?
Yeah.
Now after this you can write the DNA. The DNA is present on these chromosomes. Under this, you please write. Under this, you please write. DNA stands for deoxyribonucleic acid. The DNA stands for deoxyribonucleic acid. Written. The DNA stands for deoxyribonucleic acid. Written, everyone.
Yes.
And these are present in the form of double helical structure. These are formed, or so these are present. These are present in the form of double helical structure. Is this part clear with everyone? You can draw this diagram also. Can you see the double strand strands here? Yes, no? Oh. Okay, it does not like another color. Yeah, maybe. Can you see the double strands, friends? 1, 2. Yes or no? So this structure is called as a helical structure. Is this part clear with everyone? Understood? This is called as the double helical structure. Is this part clear? So DNA in human beings, or what we have, DNA is present in which form? Double helical structure. And this was first identified by whom? You can write it there. Watson and Crick. Write it down. Very important. The double helical model of DNA. Write it down. The double helical model of DNA was presented by Watson and Crick. Watson. Watson and Crick. Watson and Crick. Written. Underline this with the red pen. Now after this, Watson and Crick. I'll write here, okay? Watson, the double helical model of DNA was presented by whom? Watson and Crick. Clear? Is this part clear? Important. Now after this, you can write a double helical model. You can draw this structure there only. That's okay, everyone. Now after this, you can write there the one segment. Again, I'll draw like this. The one segment you can see here from here till here. Can you see this?
Yes.
One segment. Another segment is like this. Another segment is like this. Getting my point? So one segment, one segment of DNA is called as gene. Gene. Clear? Yes or no? So you can write it down. A functional segment of a DNA is called as a A functional segment of a DNA is called as a gene. Crystal clear, everyone? Now, where is gene located? Now, can you identify? Yes, no. So you can say that, sir. Basically, it starts all the story starts from the nucleus. From the nucleus, we'll go inside the nucleus. We'll go in the nucleolus. In the nucleolus, we have a chromatin threads. Now, this chromatin threads under becomes chromosomes. The chromosomes we have DNA, and in the DNA, one segment is called as yeah. Yes, no. Okay. Now herein, this is the series of the genetic materials, how they are arranged. Understood, everyone? Now, friends, if suppose that this is one gene, try to understand this, very important. Focus on the board, everyone. This is one segment of a DNA strand. We have gene, and definitely this is actually the information that has been transferred to us from our parents. Is that clear, everyone? Now, suppose that if I have a black eye, someone might have a blue eye. Getting my point? So these basically depends upon the genetic materials or the informations available on this particular gene. Clear? So this particular gene will be responsible for one particular trait. Clear? Brown hairs, one. Flat nose, one. Upright nose, another. Getting my point? Again, the ear shape like this. Are you all getting my point? Black hairs, brown hairs, blue eyes, rolling tongue, height. Okay, so all these are the different, you can say, different properties is what visible in one particular individual. Is this part clear? And all one particular gene is responsible for one particular trait. Is this clear, everyone? Yes or no? Now this particular one segment of a gene is basically going to generate one particular protein. Is this part clear? One particular segment of a gene is responsible for producing one particular type of protein, and that one particular type of protein will be responsible for one particular type of trait. This part is clear? Not clear? One particular segment of a DNA strand is called as gene. Till here is clear? हाँ? अब एक जो सेक्शन है, एक सेक्शन जो डीएनए स्ट्रैंड का है, एक फंक्शनल सेगमेंट रादर, अ फंक्शनल सेगमेंट ऑफ अ डीएनए, वी कॉल इट एज अ जीन. यहां तक किसी को कोई डाउट नहीं है? Now this one particular gene is responsible for imparting one particular type of a trait. Clear? एक particular type of trait, कुछ भी हो सकता है वो trait. I have given lots of examples some time back, like blue eyes, black eyes, brown hairs, black hairs, etc., etc. Getting my point? Height, lamba, chota, etc., etc. Is this part clear? And that what we have inherited from our parents. Crystal clear, everyone? Now this one particular gene is going to produce one particular type of protein. Is this part clear with everyone? And this one particular type of protein will be responsible for one particular type of trait. So clear, everyone? Yes, no? Yes. Understood? Okay. So this is about the series of how we'll do these things more in details when I'll take this, this reproduction and that part we will deal, no? So, or the cell division and all, in that chapter we'll go more in depth. Okay. For this moment, you must understand that we are studying the cell organelles. In the cell organelles, we are studying nucleus and inside the nucleus, these genetic materials. Yeah. Is that clear, everyone? Yes. After this, you please make a note of it.
Oh, okay, 20. Okay.
After this, you please make a note of it. Um, you can write the nucleus is absent in the RBC, the red blood corpuscles. The nucleus is absent in RBC and the sieve tube cells, SIEVE, sieve, sieve tube cells in the plants. Okay. Have you heard about xylem, by the way? So this is, yeah, I'm saying that the this nucleus is absent in the RBC, written red blood corpuscles, and the sieve tube cells, sieve, SIEVE, sieve tube cells in the plants. Clear? Okay, not in animal, because sieve tubes are cells are part of xylem only. Vessels. Understood? Okay. So xylem. So this is a connective tissue also in the plants. That is my point. Multiple cells come together to perform a particular function. That is my point. So it's a few cells are part of nothing but the xylems only. And xylem function is to transport water and the minerals. Is this part clear with everyone? Yes or no? No, you may ask me, sir, then why is it absent now? Who is functioning or who is maintaining its role, etc., etc. These questions can come in your mind. Why it is absent? Yes or no? Now, friends, if I talk about the RBC, red blood corpuscles, if I little bit, I'll just throw some light on that because I have mentioned these things. So, if I talk about the RBC, so RBC's main function is to O2 transport. This part is clear? Yes or no? So, if nucleus is absent, it has more space and to accommodate more oxygen in the cell. Nucleus are clear. Is this part clear? To accommodate more oxygen, nucleus are absent. Similarly, to accommodate more water and minerals, the RBCs are, nucleus are absent in the sieve tubes. Crystal clear, everyone? After this, you please write the next point. Okay. Anyone having any doubt this side? Clear? Understood? Am I going slowly only, right? Yes, no? Slowly only, no? Okay. So, reason you can write why it is absent. One line. Reason, star mark, then write. Why it is absent. Reason you can write. They are absent in the animal cell, in the RBC. They are absent in the RBC of the animal cell. So that more oxygen could be accommodated and transported. Full stop. More oxygen can be accommodated and transported. Full stop. Change that paragraph. Then write in the sieve tube cells, more water can be accommodated. In the sieve tube cells, you can write more water and the minerals can be accommodated and transported. Right? Reasons are very important, okay? Because UPSC is all about concepts and also they might be asking. Clear? Consider the following statements about the red blood corpuscles. Yes. I hope you've written that this in the CPU cells to accommodate more water and and this and minerals. And what I said, if you self more waters and the minerals would be accommodated and transported. Minerals would be accommodated and transported. Yes or no? Yeah, accommodated also and transported also. Clear? Now, this was about what we are doing? Nucleus. Then genetic material and all we have mentioned, right? Here, clear? Now, next point, right? Golgi bodies. Next one, Golgi bodies. Next cell organelle, Golgi bodies. This one is done. Okay, yes, one more thing. 1 second, just one point you can add there. You have written that RBCs are absent where? Repeat with me. RBCs are absent where? In this. Sorry, the nucleus is absent in RBC. Number one. Number two, CFU cells. Yes or no, written? Yes or no? And one more thing you can write the prokaryotic cells also. This can be also asked in the option. In the prokaryotic cells also. Prokaryotic cells. And one. Prokaryotic cells. I have already made you write earlier, but in this context also you write here also. Clear? Yes, sir. Remember a little bit, sometime back, go in the flashback, while I was discussing about the prokaryotes and the eukaryotes, I said the prokaryotes are the primitive nucleus. That is, they don't have any membrane. Yes, no? Similarly, here also you have to mention that the nucleus, where are they absent? Nucleus are absent in the RBC, CTU, and the prokaryotic cell. Like bacteria. Understood? Is this part clear with everyone? Madam, what happened? Not feeling well? Huh? Then she can go home now. She can collect the notes from you tomorrow. If she is not well, she can take the rest. No. This part is clear. Understood? Okay. So this is important. They might ask you. They might ask you that the nucleus is present or absent where? They might ask you. So very important. This is the master of all the cell organelles. Clear? This is the boss. Understood? Now, where are they present? Where are they absent? No, this part is clear. Yes or no? Yes. Mostly they will ask you. Nucleus is absent where? So that question, I think, now you will be in a better position to answer. RBC, CU cells, and in the prokaryotic cells. Is this part clear? If they don't give you prokaryotic cells, definitely they will mention bacteria there. Is this part clear? Yes or no? If not bacteria, then they will give you BGA also. Don't get confused. Is this part clear? Huh? Prokaryotic and eukaryotic. Sometime back only I discussed now difference. There are two types of cells. Oh, you were absent. Okay. So see, there are two types of cells. Okay. On the basis of origin, no, and on the mode of advancement. On the basis of origin and on the mode of advancement or development. Okay. The cells have been characterized into two broader segments. Understood? So those cells that were primitive at the time of origin, those were the cells without any membrane. They were called as prokaryotics.
Clear? Like bacteria and all. Understood? Now, in line of evolution, as the evolution cycle, it started, it went ahead, it went ahead, it went ahead. So again, there have been the advancement. Is this part clear? And again, the later cells which were generated, they had the cell organelles inside particular membrane. So we call this cell as the eukaryotic cells. Is this part clear? Whereas the earlier cells which were formed earlier or around 3.5 billion years ago, those cells that were present were called as the prokaryotic cells. Is this part clear? So the plants and the animal cells, they are the eukaryotic cells. The fungi is also the eukaryotic cells. Is this part clear? Understood? But okay, now plants and the plant cells and the animal cells and the fungi and all these are eukaryotic cells. Clear? But if I talk about bacteria, plasma-like organisms, mycoplasmas, all these will be called as a prokaryotic cells. And those cells which does not have a membrane-bound cell organelles. Crystal clear? It's something like khichdi. In one cooker, you put rice, dal, everything put and make one whistle. Is this part clear? That is khichdi. But what is this eukaryotic? It's like paneer tikka masala. So paneer is identified, yes or no? And a masala is cytoplasm. Is this part clear? Yes, no. Good example. Understood, no? Okay, this part is clear. Okay, now let's move ahead. The next one, what I said was the Golgi bodies. Right? Right? Camilo Golgi, Camilo, Camilo Golgi was the discoverer of Camilo, Camilo, Golgi. Camilo Golgi was the discoverer of the Golgi bodies. After this, you write, this is a important site. This is an important site of packaging. This is a important site of packaging of the lipids and proteins. Lipids and proteins synthesized by ER ER means endoplasmic reticulum and ribosomes respectively. You understand why I have written? First is for first one, second is for second one. Clear? Huh? Ribosomes, ER and ribosomes respectively. Clear? So ribosomes are responsible for the protein synthesis and the fats and all are synthesized where? In the ER. Clear everyone? Now after this you can write. After this you can write any point it is there. Okay. After this you please write. It is also responsible for the dispatching. It is also responsible for the dispatching of the packaged material to various targets inside and outside the cell. Various targets inside and outside the cells. Clear? So if they ask you which is the which of the cell organelle can be equated with the warehouse of the cell? Answer should be Golgi body. Is this part clear with everyone? Yes or no? They may ask you to link the things. They may ask you to link the things. So herein, the Golgi bodies can be treated as a go down, something like that, where the packaging and all things are done. And then from there, the dispatching work will begin. Is this part clear? Now after this, you write this. You can write the Golgi bodies are also involved in the Golgi bodies are also involved in the Golgi bodies are also involved in the synthesis of the lysosomes. Are also involved in the synthesis of the lysosomes. Clear? After this, you write next point. ER. Endoplasmic reticulum. Very important. Endoplasmic reticulum. Endoplasmic reticulum. It forms endoplasmic reticulum, RECTICULUM. It forms a network of endoplasmic reticulum forms a network of systems for the transport of the materials, especially the proteins. After this, you can write next point. It gives the cytoplasmic framework. Next point. It gives the cytoplasmic framework to the cell. It gives the cytoplasmic framework to the cell. Written? Very two important points. And yeah, you can write over here. ER is also responsible for the synthesis of fats and proteins. Are also responsible, ER are also responsible for the synthesis of fats and proteins. Written? So for the fats, you can write these are the smooth ER. And the rough ER, ribosomes are present on its wall. This part is clear? Yes or no? If you just go a little bit back, see rough ER. Can you see this? Huh? Rough ER. And what it is? A smooth ER. Just a little bit go back in the diagram, you will see. Here, can you see this dotted structure? Yes, no? Huh? Dotted structure here, is it there? No. So where you don't have this dotted structure, that type of ER is called as smooth ER. Understood? And it is responsible for fat development. But herein, wherever you have this, the dotted structure, these are nothing but the ribosome granules only. Is this part clear? And these ribosomes are responsible for the protein synthesis. So indirectly, ribosomes are producing, but since it is on the walls of the ER, so we say that the rough ER is responsible for the protein synthesis. Is this part clear? But the thing is, the ribosomes are only synthesizing the proteins here. But it is present on the walls of the ER. Both of it can be present both in the plants also and the animals also. Yes, both also. Means the smooth ER also and the rough ER also can be present. The thing is, if suppose that on the walls of the ER, if ribosomes are found, then that is called as a rough ER. But if the ribosomes are not found on the walls, it is called as a smooth ER. That's it.
सर भी दोनों में डिफरेंस क्या है गोल्गी बॉडीज और ईयर दोनों
तो गोल्जी बॉडीज और ईआर में डिफरेंस ये है कि गोल्जी बॉडीज में जो भी ईआर बन रहा है, ईआर मैं सॉरी जो भी ईआर में जो भी प्रोटीन्स और फैट्स बन रहा है, वो उसका पैकेजिंग और डिस्पैच का काम गोल्जी बॉडीज देखता है. Understood? It is the site of packaging and dispatch of the proteins and lipids that have been produced. समझ में आ गया? ओके, जहां पे यहाँ पे क्या काम है कि यहाँ पे पैकेजिंग हो रहा है, मैन्युफैक्चरिंग कहीं और हो रहा है, पैकेजिंग यहाँ हो रहा है, ठीक है, और उसके बाद डिस्पैच हो रहा है. अंडरस्टूड. फिर आपने एक और पॉइंट लिखा है उसमें, लाइक यू हैव मेंशन्ड देयर, इट प्रोवाइड द साइटोप्लाज्मिक फ्रेमवर्क टू द सेल. यस और नो? फ्रेमवर्क, अंडरस्टैंड? द स्केलेटन इज माय फ्रेमवर्क. यस और नो? सिमिलरली विथ यू ऑल आल्सो, हियर आल्सो प्रोवाइडिंग द फ्रेमवर्क और नॉट? यस, नो? अंडरस्टैंडिंग दिस पॉइंट? हाँ, यहाँ पे क्या है ना, यहाँ पे फैट्स बन रहा है, हाँ, और यहाँ पे प्रोटीन्स बन रहा है क्योंकि यहाँ पे राइबोसोम्स है. हाँ, यहाँ बन रहा है. अगर वहां पे नहीं है, अगर यहाँ पे ये नहीं रहता, ये नहीं रहेगा, तो वहां फैट्स बन सकता है. बट राइबोसोम्स वहां पे है, तो वी से दैट इन द रफ ईआर प्रोटीन्स वहां पे बन रहा है. हाँ, यस, हाँ, हाँ, ईआर वो फैट्स का डेवलपमेंट करता है. यहाँ पे आरईआर में ना, हाँ, यहाँ पे हम लोग बोल रहे हैं प्रोटीन का साइट है ना, प्रोटीन बन रहा है ना, राइबोसोम्स है ना, यहाँ पे बन सकता है. पर्टिकुलरली नेम हम लोग इसलिए दिए हैं क्योंकि अगर वहां पे ग्रैनुअल्स प्रेजेंट है, राइबोसोम्स प्रेजेंट है, अगर इफ इट इज प्रेजेंट, देन वी कॉल दिस एज अ साइट फॉर द प्रोटीन सिंथेसिस. यूजुअली द फैट्स आर बीइंग प्रोड्यूस्ड, बट यस, इफ द राइबोसोम्स आर आल्सो देयर, then the protein synthesis is also taking place. You may be produced. ठीक है, बट समझने वाली बात ये है कि ईआर में क्या क्या बन रहा है. तो इज लाइक फैट्स एंड द क्लियर. और चूंकि प्रोटीन बनता है राइबोसोम्स में, बट है वो ईआर पे, तो वी कॉल इट एज अ रफ ईआर एंड इट इज रिस्पांसिबल फॉर दैट. Okay. Now write the next point. Now Golgi bodies run, right? Mitochondria. Mitochondria, please write. Mitochondria is regarded as the powerhouse of the cell. Mitochondria is regarded as the powerhouse of the cell. After this, you can write it generates ATP. It generates ATP, which is known as adenosine triphosphate. Please write it down. It generates ATP. It generates ATP in the bracket. Please write its full form. Adenosine triphosphate, which is also regarded as ATP, which is also regarded as the energy currency of the cell. Write it down. Which is also regarded as the energy currency of the cell. Is this part clear? Powerhouse of the cell is mitochondria. Understood? But what mitochondria is producing? ATP. And what ATP is called as? Energy currency of the cell. Energy currency. Understood? Now, after this, you please write this much only. Next point, please write. Okay, wait 1 second. One question was asked from you in the UPSC. Okay, friends, we also have the genetic material which is present in the mitochondria also. Genetic materials are present where? In mitochondria also. Is this part clear with everyone? Yes or no? Now, mitochondria also have a genetic material which is present, and here is like sometimes what happens, the baby which is taking birth actually has some genetically transferred diseases, such as diseases caused by because of the faulty mitochondrial DNA. Is this part clear with everyone? Mitochondrial DNA. So some babies which are born because of the defect in their genetic material. Clear? Yes, no. So that is because of the mitochondrial DNA. So they may die also. Understood? So these defects have been detected and they are being transferred to the offsprings only through the mother's DNA. Is this part clear with everyone? Yes or no? So faulty mother's DNA, due to the faulty mother's DNA, what happens is that in her mitochondria, because I hope you are aware by now that I have said that we have 23 pairs of chromosomes. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, no?
Yes.
Out of 23 pairs, 22 pairs are from autosomes, and the one pair is sex chromosome. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, no?
Yes.
Now, if 22 pairs if I talk about here, 22 pairs if I talk about here, so 11 pairs is from father, 11 is from mother. Understood this part? Now, any one of the 11 pairs, it might have the defects in their mitochondria. Is this part clear? Or the mitochondrial DNA, they have some defect, and which gets transferred in their offspring. Understood, everyone? And it is only transferred because of the defect in the mother, not father. So this question can also be asked in your exam. So the defect in the defect or caused because of the faulty mitochondrial DNA. Who is responsible? Only mother, only father, both, none. Answer should be only mother. Father, normal only. Is this part clear with everyone? Alright, this part is clear. Now, after this, friends, when we'll see the science and tech, that time I will tell you that how this can be rectified. So there is a concept called as three-parent baby. Have you heard about this? Yes, no? Three-parent baby. So this faulty mitochondrial DNA defects can be rectified by the three-parent baby concept. We have to take one this donor egg also. Okay, is this one clear? So we'll see this in the science and tech part, not now. Okay, if you have more, curiosity to know what is three-parent baby and all, and how it is related with the mitochondrial DNA and its rectification, you can go home and you can have a view of it. Is this part clear with everyone? Yes or no? So they may ask you the defects because of the mitochondrial DNA in the offspring is caused because of female, male, both, none. Answer should be only females. Is this part clear? Here the statement can be universal. That is only mother is responsible, not the father. Is this part clear? Now after this mitochondrial DNA, they may ask you the powerhouse or the energy currency of the cell is what? ATP. Powerhouse of the cell is what? Mitochondria. Understood? Next point, please write class 6. In the plastids, you can write these are present. These are present only in the. These are present only in the plant cell, but are absent in the. These are only present in the plant cell. These are only present in the plant cell, but are absent in the animal cells. Is this part clear? Now, after this, you can write plastids. It is further divided into three broad categories. Write it down. The first one is called as chloroplast. Another one is called as the chromoplast. And the third one is called as the leucoplast. Huh? How can I make it this lecture more interesting? Is there any option you suggest? Chloroplast, chromoplast, and leucoplast. Okay. Now all those photosynthetic organisms, all those photosynthetic organisms, including the plant cells, including the plant cell, including the plant cell, will have chloroplast. Is this part clear, everyone? Photosynthetic. Photosynthetic, where the photosynthesis could be performed. Is this part clear? Means they have chlorophyll in the pigment in them. Is this part clear? Yes or no? And by trapping the sunlight, what they can do is they can convert the solar energy into the chemical energy. Is this part clear with everyone? And that process we call it as photosynthesis. Where does it take place? Plastids. Which plastids? Which plastids? Chloroplast. Clear, everyone? Yes or no? Okay. Now here you must always remember that the chloroplasts are they present, by the way, in animal cells? No. Are they present in fungi? Fungi? Yes, no. Fungi? No, because fungi are not autotrophs, they are heterotrophs. Clear? I hope you understand auto and hetero. Auto means who can perform photosynthesis and can produce their own food by performing photosynthesis. But heterotrophs are those plants which cannot perform the photosynthesis, but they are dependent upon other organisms or other plants for their sustainability. This part is clear? Yes. So if they ask you that the chloroplasts are present or absent in the fungi, answer should be absent. But all the algae which are eukaryotic, mark my words, because prokaryotic is also blue-green algae. Yes or no? So here I am talking about those algae, eukaryotic in nature and are photosynthetic in nature. Okay, have green plastids called as chloroplast. Is this part clear with everyone? So the color of the chloroplast is what? green color. Written everyone? In your notebook also written? Everyone? And which pigment it contain? The chloroplast contain? Chlorophyll. Excellent. Now, which function they do perform? Photosynthesis. Written. Now after this, if they ask you, if they ask you the wavelength of light that is going to track or the best suited for them will be 400 to 700 nanometer wavelength light. Please put it there. Very important. Means photosynthesis are being performed in the chloroplast. Is this part clear? Now herein the solar energy is getting converted into chemical energy. Understood? Yes, no? Yes. After this, what I'm saying is this process is called as photosynthesis. Understood? Now, which wavelength light best suited? 400 to 700 nanometer light. Understood? Getting my point? Okay. So which wavelength light best suited for them? 400 to 700 nanometers. And by the way, which spectrum? So you can write red and blue. Red and blue light. Write it down.
तो opposite ends of the spectrum का है.
आप देखेंगे VIP, GYOR, तो रेड एंड द ब्लू स्पेक्ट्रम का जो लाइट रहता है, so this is best suited for the photosynthesis. Getting my point? The red and the blue wavelength lights are best suited for the photosynthesis. What is the wavelength? 400 to 700 nanometers. Is this part clear, everyone? Yes, sir. Very important. Mark with the red pen. This question can be asked in your exam. Now, if I talk about the chromoplast, you can write there. The chromoplast are responsible for, write it down. Importing for are responsible for chromoplast are responsible for imparting colors. Are responsible for imparting colors. Clear? Full stop. After this you can write. Its example can be xanthophyll. Have you heard about this? Xanthophyll. Then write carotene. Then write lycopene. Like in tomato, we have no red. Yes, no. So we have lycopene. Understood? Lycopene. Then carotene and xanthophyll. Okay. So you can write here the colors that is being provided. Xanthophyll. Write it down. The xanthophyll is yellow color. Carotene is orange color. Written. Which one? Lycopene. LYCOP. Lycopene. PINE. Sorry. Xanthophyll. Please write. It is this yellow color. Written. Then carotene will be orange color. Then lycopene will be red color. We friends, we also have one more pigment that is produced and it is called as this anthocyanin also. You can make one more thing right there. Same. But as anthocyanin, na, it is not produced by plastid. This is an exception. Understood? Exceptions are very important. Anthocyanin, it provides purple color. And it is produced by vacuoles. Understood? Yes. Now, we have no banana, yellow color. Yes, no. We have orange. Yes or no? We have tomato, red color. Yes or no? So all these colors are what? These colors are nothing, but these are the types of pigments. Is this part clear with everyone? These are the types of pigments which are produced by whom? The colorful plastics. Its name is chromoplast. Yes. This side is clear, everyone? Clear? At the back, clear? This side, everyone? Okay. Now, this is about the chromoplast. Okay. By the way, sometimes they ask you in the animals. We have this. What is the name of that reptile? Yeah, chameleon. हिंदी में उसको गिरगिट बोलता है. Yes, no. Now they also have the pigments that are being produced in their skin. Getting my point? I have seen one question with regards to this chameleon. So it's a name of that pigment producing this body is chromatophores. Clear? So if you wish, you can write in the star mark there, chameleons. In chameleons, star mark there you can write. Inside you can write. Chameleons also produce different colorful pigments. Understood? Please write it down there only in the side. They produce different colorful pigments by chromatophores. By organelle called as chromatophores. Chromatophores. Chromato. C-H-R-O-M-A-T-O. Chromatophores. P-H-O-R-E-S. Clear? Written? Now after this, come on to the leucoplast, last one. Right? Under this leucoplast, these are the colorless plastids. These are the colorless plastids. And usually, these are the colorless plastids and usually responsible for the storage of. These are the colorless plastids and usually are responsible for the storage of the starch synthesized in the plants. After this, you please write. Its example can be potato. In the potato, we have colorless plastids. Okay. In example, you please write potato. Is this part here? So, like we have no underground root and shoot modifications and all, so it comes under that only. Understood? So this is about these plastics and all. Then the next cell organelle that we'll take now will be the vacuoles. Okay, write it down. Tomorrow. Okay. Tomorrow. Okay, can I give you some homework?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What you do is, friends, when you go home today, no, try to find out the different branches of science, okay, which is dealing with different study of different the different body organs. Okay, so you can make a note of it. Just try to find out, right? Different branches of science. Write it down. Try to find the different branches of science dealing with the study of different branches of science, dealing with the study of different human body organs also, clear? And other important fields. Is this part clear? Such as the study of old ages and all are called as geriatrics, right? Then a study of this eye is called as ophthalmology, right? The study of this bones and all is called as orthopedics and all. Getting my point? So you try to make a list of at least 20, 30 names, 20, 30 names, and then we'll discuss in the class something what you have written, something what I'll give you if you want. Can you do that?
Yes.
Okay. So go home safely. Classes concluded. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, sir.
Anyone have any doubt? Yeah. That was clear. But okay, don't leave your revision. Revision is key to success. Okay. Okay, see you all. Yeah.
चालू हा? रेकॉर्डिंग चालू